Hey guys, it's Charlotte here. Welcome to my home and come on in. Let's start cutting our collage pages so that we can do some journal cards and some fold outs, tags, whatever we want to do. So let's see. This is 3.5, and I think let's cut this so we'll have 3.5, and if we want to do a Roxy type of thing, we would have a 1/2 inch. So we'll do 3.5 and 3, and let's keep doing that and see what we get. So there's a 3.5. and a 3. So that's 2. And I get to this and I'm like, okay, well that's okay too. We'll do 3.5, 3, and let's see what we've got. So that would give us 3 little booklets. And if we did a 3.5, I think that might work. And then this is just a little over a 3. So that works. So let's play around with this and see what we can do. Okay, so today I have what's left of my glue stick. I've got this paper here, but I have these. If I could use these, this would be great. This might work right here for one set. No, it isn't going to work because it's not wide enough. I can't get 2 on there, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. So we'll use this for sure. What we want to do is put our cards on so we can fold them and have the smaller. We want to be able to do this. So let's give this a try and see what we get. See if this is going to work. We could leave them, but I think these are so cute. The idea is a good one. Let me get a lot of glue on here and hopefully have enough glue to see me through. Get that down. Am I putting it on the wrong side? Yes, I am. I'm putting it on the wrong side. What a bimbo. What a. It needed to go on this side. Oh my goodness, Charlotte. See, that is why I say if I'm going to make the mistake, let's make the mistake on camera so you can see what not to do, what to look out for. So we want the wrong side. That was right. I did it right. Oh my goodness, Charlotte. Oh my goodness. That was right, guys. That was what I wanted. And I see a piece came up. That was exactly what I wanted. What am I thinking? Yes, ma'am. So that is the first page. That would be the back. This would be the front. So let's see if I can get this together. Come on, get it together. I think. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. It's beautiful here. We want just enough to be able to fold this to make a journal card or a little booklet. And then you can collage a little bit on the inside. So here is one. And let me see what I have. I think that will work. Let's see what I have here. I need solid pieces. I think it would be great if I have a whole page. I think that would work. This would work. And this would work. So I wish it was a solid page, but I am going to work with what I have. And I can kind of see it. You can kind of see the separation right there. So here's 2 more cards. Want that to be the back, this the front. So we're just going to put plenty of glue on here. And you can stitch on these. You know, like on most things, you can stitch if you want. And then I have an Etsy share. I had purchased, you know, the glitter bottles, the art glitter glue bottles. Well, I am always losing the pins to them, you know, the stainless steel pins. And so then I end up putting a regular pin in there, and of course then it rusts. So I have an issue with the rust, and the rust gets then all in the glue, so that doesn't work. So I went online and I bought one of those charms, those pen charms. Let's see, this goes this way. That's important. I bought a pin charm, and I want to show that to you. And I will put in the description box the shop that I got it. I think it was something Baubbles. And it was recommended by Bella Stitch and Binding. So there's the second one. And let's see if that has quite a space in between. This has a space, but not so much. So let's see if we can use this. And these came from Medieval Fragments. So we are still sticking with Medieval Mirage. Let's do this one. So that would be the front, this would be the back. So I know I'm probably gonna run out of glue. I was gonna get on Amazon yesterday and I didn't. Of course I didn't. You know, it was something I needed to do and didn't do it. And I don't think this is gonna make it. I think I'm in trouble. Let's see if we can just get enough out of this, because this is empty. And I did bring my Mod Podge over, just in case I was going to be forced to use it. And it looks like I am. So we'll see if that's going to work. And then I think I'm going to have to get the glue out. I've got some glossy Mod Podge, and I don't typically use glossy. So it is good for this. See if I can get this to stick. So I'm being pretty generous. So hopefully this will work. Get this down. hopefully this will happen. And I find for me, the brayer helps a lot. Just to get it as smooth as I can, get it down as best as I can. So I'm going to put this aside, let it dry. Let's grab the first one that we did. That was this one. So we're going to cut this, leaving the center intact, because that's going to be what we're going to fold and what is going to keep this little booklet together. We'll just cut around here really quick. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is fold this. See, that's your inside, and you can do some collage work in here if you want. So then we're going to fold this just like that, so you have a booklet. And then, because my edges are not perfect, just look around and see what needs to be cleaned up. It's not that big a deal, but if that bothers you, if everything isn't as you think it should be, then let's clean this up a little bit. So we have this little mini booklet. We don't have much color here, but that's okay. So there's a little mini booklet. And so then what we're going to want to do is put some fabric on this. And I had created a quilt for my husband out of Tim Holtz fabric. And I don't know why I ended up with so many extra squares, but I did. And so I've been using some of this fabric, and that looks good. And I've got this, but I think it's too modern. And I have another piece of that. And then I've just kind of gone through and picked what I thought might look good. And I think I will go with that. I think that's too small. But I'm never going to use these squares for anything, so I might as well just go ahead and use them for this. They're perfect. So now we're going to get out my Fabrifix. And what you're going to do is just go ahead and run a bead of glue, and then you can come back and you can do some decorating on the inside, decorating on the outside. You can add whatever you want to this. Some tabs off the end if you want. Just whatever you want to put on here. You don't have to add anything. They're so cute without it. But, you know, some little labels. Just add a little extra to it. Give it a little 3D effect. And you've just got the cutest little journal cards. Look at that. They're so fun just for writing in. And then depending upon what I have left and how I use these, I may come back and add just a little bit to the inside. Just really depends on what I have. But I don't want to take up, if the purpose is to journal in, I don't want to take up that journal space. So there is one. Make sure that they're down as much as possible. So there's one. Let's do this next one. Cut this out, fold it, find some fabric for it. It's just great use of pages that you have that you're not doing anything with. And I did put some pages together from the kit, and I'm going to have 3 signatures. And so what I need to do now is get in my vintage stash and find vintage papers to, that's not bad. Get out my vintage papers and see what we are going to have to work with. And that's going to be hidden with fabric. So I probably could just move this over just a little bit more, like that. And then we've got this that shows, and when you open it up, you're going to see this unless I go ahead and hide that. But I think that's okay. That doesn't bother me. And let's see if I've got a blue that I can use. It's going to look good. Let's pull this out and see if this is going to look good. And I like that, but I don't want the rickrack. So if I cut it here, and I'm just going to rip it because I like the shredded effect of this. I think that looks really pretty. All the frayed. And the more it frays, the better. Then I think I want it probably about, I think that would be enough. So we'll fray this. So I started working on next month's surprise bags. It's always rough because I never, until I come up with the main piece, I'm never really sure what I'm doing. So let's get our glue down. And you can use lace. You don't have to use fabric. I just happen to have this Tim Holtz fabric from these quilt squares, and why not use it? So do the other side. So I thought I would go out with my mom today, but I got my second shot yesterday. My arm is sore and I'm just tired. So I'm going to try to go tomorrow. She was so cute. She didn't even know she got a shot when she got her second shot. And I just happened to be over visiting her, and it was a couple days later, and we were talking about it, and I said, "You got your shot." "I'm going to have to get a shot." And I said, "Mom, you already got your shot." She said, "That's why my arm is so sore." So that was cute. I may have already told you that. So we've got, oh, isn't that cute? I have that little booklet like that. And I might run a book page or something right down here, or a, what do I have? Out of these pages here, what do I have? Let's look at this. Or maybe a piece of washi tape. I think the thing with washi tape is I don't know if you can write over washi tape. I did pull a couple washies with gold just because I thought they were really pretty. Let's put one of these. I got these from the washi shop. Let's put one of these on just to see what they look like. I mean, if we don't try it, we're never gonna know, right? So let's do that. I'm gonna have to hope I can get it. I think it's got a backing on it. Ooh, that's bright though. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That is a bit of gold, isn't it? See if I can get this off. Get this started. And we will use this. I'm sorry, if I can't get this going, I'm not going to worry about it because I don't want you to sit while I'm trying to get this off. It's got a backing on it, which is so nice because it's pretty sticky. And I like that, but like anything else, it's not easy to start. And the one time when you wish you had fingernails and you don't. So let's see. There, I think I've got it. So let's see how this works. So that's kind of cool. Got a lot of washi tape and I tend to forget I've got it. And I think I probably will put a tab on that, but look at how cute this is. They're just cute. And we could decorate them. We could put a label or something here, put a little something here, but I think this is good for just journaling. So there is journal card number 2. And then let's do this third one. See how this looks. And I think I'm probably going to have to come back with the glue just a little bit because I think this was the one with the Mod Podge and the end of the glue stick. I am just amazed at how much glue you go through when you use a glue stick. You know, one day you've got several packages and the next day you're looking around wondering where they all went. You can't find any. So there's this one. Kind of like this one. And you know, these have a way of telling you where they want to fold. Ooh, I like this one a lot. So let's just clean it up a little bit so it's even. That's more straight than what I've got here. Okay, and it's a shame I don't have some red, but I do. I have this one that's pretty, but I've got this one that's pretty. It's kind of, and I do have one more strip of this. And that looks good. And I've got the plaid. And then I've got this one. This is kind of cool. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. I went too close to the seam. Let's see if I can rip this. No. It's not working. There we go. Let's see what we've got. Get these out of the way so we can get a really good look. Let's see what we have here. I may not get the red. I don't care for that as much, so I think what I'm going to do is, because I don't want to waste it, let's just use this one. This gives me, I want to cut off the zigzag scissor edge because I don't like that. There we go. And it needs to go that way or the writing will be upside down. So it needs to go that way. And boy, I don't like that at all. So, okay, let's get into, I think what I really liked with this was this filigree. Let's go with this. And the same thing happened. There we go. We will cut from this end, rip from this end here. Yeah, that looks really good. So let's use this one. And I think this will give us enough. Just kind of shred it and see then. See how this looks, and I'm just covered in strings, so what's new? Yeah, that looks really good. So let's go ahead and get some glue on her. This down. And if you have to come back and glue the edges, you can. Of course you can. And you can stitch it if you want. If you're going to stitch it though, make sure that you stitch it this way or you'll stitch your booklet closed. And you don't want to do that. Believe it or not, yes, I have been known to do those things. You're not thinking, and you're like, oh yeah, I want a seam there. So you go to the machine, you stitch it down, and you're like, wait a minute, what did I do? I haven't done that sort of thing in a really long time, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't happen. We'll give this a chance to grab. And so we've got that, and this is the inside. And I think for the inside of this, let's just see if I can come up with a paper that might look good. Maybe something like this. Ooh, this might look good. Ooh, maybe this. I don't know how it's going to do in the center. That's what makes me just a little bit nervous. If it's going to fold and do what I want it to do, or if it is going to crack. You know how sometimes your paper will crack. It might help if I just go ahead and fold this. And then if I can glue this right in the fold like that. Yeah, that looks really pretty. So I think I'm going to do that. So I am going to use the Mod Podge and a piece of paper towel. Let's go ahead and put the cap on this. Or I wonder, maybe, yeah, let's put the cap on this. Let's try this Mod Podge. Let's see how it works. This is the bottom. Because I can't see where I'm putting this. Getting plenty on it. So hopefully it's going to adhere and it's going to be all right. I've got a little bit on the paper, but that's okay. And it is glossy, so I know I would never use this in anything if I didn't want it to have a shiny finish. So, I think what I might do is leave this lay flat till it dries so that I don't have any issue with it. That makes a really cute card. So let's go back to, I think, this one was the first one we did. And do I want to put a tab on this? Do I want anything on the inside? Maybe. Let's see what this will look like. Cut this little end off here. Just when you open it, so that I just don't want there to be an issue with writing, because I want you to be able to write, journal on it. I think I'd like something not so bold. How about, it's got red, maybe. Let's tear this. Don't need a lot, just a little something that kind of says, hey, I'm here. So when you open this up, I'm sitting here thinking, I just really don't care for it. So I think I'm going to leave it. But maybe this would make a good tab. Or maybe this. So let's create a tab. And again, if we put this down in here so that we don't clip the top where our fold is. And we've got that. And put that right there. Like that. This is not even. Maybe it doesn't matter. Well, it kind of matters to me. Right there. It's better. And then I've got to distress it, but I think, yeah, let's put that tab there. And as I'm going to go do that, I'll show you what I picked up. How cute is this? Isn't that just cute? And I got this from, where did I get this? I had the paper. I will put it in the description box, but this is what I was talking about. I just think it's so cute. So this is the pen that, I mean, we all use art glitter glue. So, you know, you get a stainless steel pen. After time, I end up always losing this pen, and I just put a regular pen in, and when I do that, of course, you know what happens. And then the rust starts. Then I need a new cap because I've got to get the pen. So now I have some glue jewelry. And hopefully that is going to work really well for me. And I don't have to worry about that issue anymore. Because you're not going to lose that. So I should say thank you to Nisi for that from Bella's Stitch and Binding. Used to be Bella's Vintage Notebook, I think. I think that's right. So we've got that. Ooh, I like that. It just brings out a little bit of color. And then you've got this stainless steel, this long pen that just fits down in there like that. So that's good. So then if we open this up, would we want just a little bit of that in here? And you would see it there. I think so. I think I like that. So let's go ahead and try it. And I don't have a glue stick, so you know what that means. We have to use a little bit of Mod Podge. Use what you have. That's what you got to do, is use what you have. And hopefully this is all going to stick and won't be an issue. And now I've got it all over me. Man, I tell you, I'm just like this disaster that's walking around. Oh my goodness, Charlotte. Yep, you are just like this disaster. So closed, it looks like that, and that's pretty cute. There's the back. And then opened, we've got that. So I think I like this better because now we've got a bit of color here and a bit of color here, and I like that. So I am, other than being distressed, that is done. And then we have this one with the blue. And I really liked that. And I know we have another one because I know we did 3. So where's the other one? Right. No, we didn't do it. I know we did 3. We were going to do 4. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Charlotte, really? Oh, here we go. We set this one to dry. So let's see this one. needs a bit of red for sure. And it is kind of wonky. So let's straighten it out just a little bit. It's crying for some help. And I think I just might take my chompers and go ahead and round the corners. I think I'd like it better if I rounded the corners. But if this had a tab here, I think it would look good. Something with red. It does need a bit of red. So what do I have? Let's see what this is here. This might look good. All right, let's get a piece of this and see how we like it. Okay. Well, let's try it and see. We don't like it, we can put it in our pile. We don't have to use it. This end. Okay. So we get that fleur-de-lis. I think that's a fleur-de-lis. And punch. Now let's see if this will look good. Maybe like right there. I think that looks nice. So let's add this. You can see, guys, it's just easy and it's fun. Playing with your papers. Get our glue on here. Close this up. And we've got just a little bit of color there. And you know, it also shows you that this is something that can be opened. So I wonder, do we want to put... No, I don't want to cover that up. Maybe just a little piece of this. See how this is where what I meant when I said you have to really look at the writing. Maybe let's just put a little bit of this on. And maybe a piece on the other side as well. We have got this here, so yeah, I think that looks good. So I think my husband's downstairs with the TV on. You can hear that. Sorry. I hear something. Today's our grandson's birthday. He is 10 today. And there's the cat. So we've got that. So when this is closed, it just looks like it belongs there. And I think that's good. I don't think we need anything on the other side. So except for chomping the corners and distressing, I think she's good. So there's our second one. And then we have this one here with the blue. I think is really my favorite. I love that. And I don't think I want a tab on this. I don't think it really needs it. I kind of like that. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's just tear this in half. Let's see. Yeah, I really like that. So want the darker. What do you think? I think I prefer that. I think I'm going to put this on there and maybe put a piece on the other side as well. We'll see. And so I got 3 done. 3 little booklets done. When you open it up, it's pretty matchy, but I like it. I think I like it with the washi tape. So let's have a look at this. Here we go. And then let's look at what we made. So here's our 3 that we did just from our little master board. We have this one here. It's so cute and it's just so medieval Mirage. That is the back. And when you open it up, there's the inside. So you've got really, really great journaling space. This is the red one. And there we go. And we open it up. That's what we look for. And so I am going to round the corners. And then this one here is the blue one with no tab. I could put a tab up at the top, I guess. Maybe I should do that. Let's see what would look good. Let's cut this out and see. I know part of it's going to be upside down. Let's just take a look. Or maybe the green. Let's see this. I think I like the green. Let's fold this. And see how this looks. Put this in there. Oh, somebody in the comments wanted to know how I bead when I use the floss threader. They couldn't see. And I said I'd do that in the next video, and I never did it. So, I have not forgotten. I just need to get some beads out and do that for you. So, just be mindful, I've not forgotten. I just have such a humongous mess here on my desk. We've got to get, there we go. Got to get down past that. and then come up just right before the fold and clip that, just like that. And let's see how this looks. This has more of a pattern. Yeah, I think let's do this. And then I'm going to call it a day. Put that right there like that. Just like that. Okay, yeah, I think that was the right decision. That just adds something more, and that looks good. And then, of course, from there, we can always just keep on going and going and going. So I find I have to edit myself, because otherwise, you know, if a little bit is great, then a whole lot is better. So get this in there. You know, you're not supposed to leave the top off of this because it just starts drying out. And so there we go. All right, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this and you got an idea. I'm going to finish these up, and then I will go ahead and do this one. And that's going to be a pretty one too. And then I'll just go through them and see if I want to add any embellishing or labels or anything to them. And what comes next? Well, I got my my 3 signatures together, but they're all just Medieval Mirage. So I need to come in here and I need to add other papers. And I think I am going to redo a book. Instead of creating my own cover, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know what the next video is going to be, but hopefully it'll be something fun. So everyone, take care of yourselves. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this, and be sure to check the glue jewelry out. Take care, everyone. Bye now.